Welcome. So this video is not going to be a tutorial, it's just an overview with commentary how I changed my old Stargate model. If you remember, I modeled the Stargate around last year. And I will use that old model to create the Stargate Atlantis. And I use those references, what you see right now on the screen, to figure out what I have to change. It's not big change, obviously. If you are a fan of the Stargate show, you know it's not a big change. The main change, the biggest one, is the ring. In old Stargate SG1 TV show, the ring was mobile, so it could turn right to the address. But in Atlantis, it's stationary. It's more digital. It's only the lights are changing to imitate the move. Basically, what I will do is just remove the old ring with glyphs and model this part. And as you can see, there is other minor difference between the Stargate SG1 and Atlantis. SG1 Stargate have a pattern over here. This pattern doesn't exist in Atlantis Gate, so I will just remove that, only recreate this thin line and change little bit the separators, as I called this before. And that's all. So I will not waste more time. Let's jump to the video right after this introduction. See you soon.
Welcome to Digital Imposter.
As you can see, right now I will hide unnecessary parts of the Stargate and turn off all the modifiers. I also want to tell you I will not play this in real time because it would take more than 2 hours to watch this. Some parts I will speed up and put some voiceover over the video. Meanwhile, watch and listen some nice music. So let's start. First thing I start doing was to remove unnecessary mesh and the pattern actually we don't need. But to recreate that thin line that Stargate Atlantis Gate have, I decide to copy the pattern and use that to create that line, right? But remove much of the unnecessary of the mesh. As you can see, after I deleted all the mesh I didn't need, I had to fix this part so I could have enough not enough, what I mean to have right number of polygons so I could easily reattach this part to the Stargate model. To attach this part again to the Stargate, I use the merge by distance. To create the ring, inner ring, right, I use the bridge option to connect those edges together and create that part. After I created the ring, I fix all the UV seams. Now came the time to create the separators for this ring. So I used the separators from the old ring from Stargate SG1. I detached this part, separate, right, and model a little bit to give the new shape, and use the snap tool to place this separator in new place, and also I make sure it has the right angle. Next step I did was to use array modifier to create multiple of copies of this separator. Here I start rotate those separators to place them in the right position. Here I applied all the modifiers and also start parenting objects to the empty. To create those star constellations for the addresses, right, I use the font that has all of them. You can easily find this on internet. Then I extrude the fonts to give them the thickness, and then I change the font to the mesh, and I use the decimate modifier to reduce the amount of the polygons for those constellations, because I will use the emission materials for them, so they don't need to have any kind of bevel or super extra details, because anyway everything will be, all those details will be lost behind the emission material and bloom. After I change font into the mesh, I had to separate all those star constellations to the separate objects and change their names so I could easily identify them. At this point I was almost finishing the Stargate Atlantis. The last thing that I had to do is just scale, find the right scale for all the star constellations and manually place all of them in the right positions. And this part took me the most time to do it. As you can see, in a few seconds I will finish model the Stargate. And next thing what I did, it was jumping right to shading. In old Stargate model, I use texture to create all the patterns and materials for the Stargate. This time I rework everything. What I mean, all materials are created procedurally, so they can be changed anytime. So this is how I created those Stargates. And now I have really good news for you. If you want to get those Stargates, you can download them from Gumroad. The link will be in the description below. Also, second really good news probably, I update the Stargate SG1 model. So basically I get rid of all the textures I used in previous model, and I also update them with the procedurally created materials. So I think it's a good change. And also you can download the new update version of Stargate SG1 model from the Gumroad, and again the link will be in the description below. And that's all. So if you like my content and channel, please subscribe. Also don't forget to press the notification bell icon so you could be notified when I upload some new videos. Please share this with your friends if you like it. And I don't know what to say more, so seems like it's end of this video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.